Hey kiddies, this is DJ Catsanova coming at you with more than just music. Here's an interview I conducted with an up-and-coming artist out of Sacramento, California named Münechild. You can listen to his self-titled debut album, Münechild LP, on Spotify, Apple Music, and even YouTube. And make sure to follow me on all social media music platforms at DJ Catsanova. Peace.
Hi,
How's
my
it going?
name is good. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Good. Thanks for coming out to this show.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate
Thank you
you
for
guys.
having me. Drove all the way over here from Oakland. Got a little trek back. It's like 8:41 right now, so it's gonna be a little while before I get back. But it's cool.
Yeah, about an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
No, because it's gonna be traffic, so it's probably gonna take me a little bit long.
Really?
No, I'm fucking
Oh,
with you.
oh no! I'm like, wait, hold on. There might be a different Oakland schedule that I don't know about. I don't know.
No traffic, thank God. All right. So, what's your real name?
Isaiah.
Isaiah. Okay. So now you have to tell us, where did the name Münechild come from?
I must have been around 12 years old. I was driving on I-5. This is a freeway in Sacramento, and there's like someone graffitied "I am the Münechild," that phrase on an overpass. Thought that was so cool, so I told everyone the next day at school, like, just call me Münechild. And so that kind of just stuck when I started recording music. I was around, I think, like 14 when I started actually recording, and I just I eventually landed on Münechild, but spelled it differently just because
I was gonna ask, how did you come up with using the U like that? It's like
Yeah.
very European.
Yeah, I think it's like German or something with the umlaut, but I just thought it was a cool look. I didn't actually start using the two dots until like a couple of years afterwards, but I just thought it would be like a cool place to start. My first like actual recording name was Low Mood, just because, I don't know, I thought it was more post-punk, but started doing dreamier stuff and thought Münechild was cool.
Yeah. No, it definitely fits. I like it.
Thank you.
All right. So you're from Sacramento originally, right?
Right.
All right. Were you born and raised here?
Yes.
So do you plan on settling your roots here forever? Or do you see yourself, like your song you say someday?
Yeah.
Maybe you have to move to LA someday.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's
Oh, yeah?
the like 100% within the next year. I'm trying to make the moves because it's been in the works for a couple years now, but I've just never really had enough money, man. It's just like expensive as shit.
Yeah.
I've just been trying to figure out what would be the best way to like just make that move as swiftly as I can, and without the help of a record label, it's been really hard to do, but I think it's coming soon. I just gotta like prioritize my stuff a little better.
So LA specifically?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. You're on the West Coast, and it's like that's where every starving artist goes to usually.
Yeah.
So makes sense.
LA, at least from my understanding, there's like a bunch of different, it's like driving to a different world. Like every area, neighborhood, or city you go to is just like a completely different, like it has a completely different feel to it. It's really weird. But I think that's what draws me to it. And, there's obviously a lot of networking opportunities out there that I'm trying to reach. So yeah, I think I'm just like trying to take my time with that.
Yeah, you'll get there. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I have faith in you.
Appreciate it.
So who are your biggest influences that led you to start doing music?
Probably, well, the first
Jimmy,
person
because I'm
ever-
wearing this shirt.
Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. He was number one. Second, I'd probably go with Gorillaz. Gorillaz were a huge influence on me growing up because one of my friends gave me a CD in third grade. It was one of their albums called Demon Days.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was just listening to it over and over again. I didn't even know who they were, but I
Feel
just
Good Inc. is on that album, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just really enjoying that album, and kind of had an influence on like how like my singing style and how I approach certain sounds. I think The Doors, Jim Morrison, just like incredible voice, incredible band. Prince,
One of my favorites.
and then like MGMT, The Strokes, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, MGMT, I like them too. So, did anybody teach you to play guitar, or you self-taught? Or did YouTube teach you? Because I know this Generation Z, everything is on YouTube.
Probably just half and half. I started getting lessons just to learn the basics when I was around, I think, 11 or 12. And after about a year and a half, 2 years, I just like decided that I kind of knew everything that I wanted to learn.
It's like I mastered this.
Yeah. And I didn't want to get into music theory. I thought it would block my creativity in a way. So I just started going on YouTube and just kind of like feeling it out, listening to music and like picking and choosing what I liked, what kind of sounds I was enjoying.
All right, so tell me about your latest project.
So my latest project is what I would consider to be my first full-length record. So I called it Münechild LP, just to kind of make that known and kind of emphasize the fact that it's like my first real project I'm putting out there that I've spent a lot of time with. And I've spent a lot of money getting it mastered, so I wanted it to just really sound polished and like it was finalized and finished. I wrote it like during and after I was in a pretty serious relationship, and there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to voice about just the course of that whole experience, and just moving out for the first time and kind of exploring my independence as an adult. I think was one of the biggest influences on the record.
How long ago did you start recording it?
I started recording probably around, I'd probably say October of last year.
Oh, so you did it in quite a quick amount of time.
Yeah. It's like 9-10 months, I think.
So what do you think makes your style different from any other artist?
I guess my voice. My voice is weird. It's like, it's deep, but I also try and sing with it. So it's like a weird kind of going off the Doors thing, you know, like with Jim Morrison, he took a lot of influence from like Frank Sinatra. So like, I think I got that kind of singy vibe, but also with kind of a crooning nature to it. So I just really like to pair that up with like very like kind of clanky, dark sounding, mysterious, hazy guitar and make it groovy at the same time. Like
Nice.
Have a really good beat behind it and make it something that you can dance to.
So when you record music, do you write and play all the instruments yourself, or do you have the band with you?
Yeah, Münechild is actually just like my solo project.
Okay.
So it's just me. I like record all the instruments and write the lyrics and everything. And then my friends usually help me out playing it live. And right now I have a really good lineup. My friend Forrest has been playing bass in the band for like 2 years now. And he hit me up out of the blue and was just asking if I needed a bass guitar or any band members. And yeah, over time got kind of like a more and more solid lineup. So I'm really glad to be at the spot that we're at right now.
Cool. How many instruments do you play?
Well,
Like I love the
currently-
fact that I could ask you that, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know, I play so many. Let me go down the list." And over here, I don't know how to play anything. I have a tambourine, but that's about it.
that's something. Tambourines are cool. I think the first instrument I actually learned how to play was saxophone, and it's just like a really fun instrument. Probably maybe like four.
Maybe
Four
four
or
or five.
Well, no, it's just like because there's electric guitar and then bass guitar, but like those are very similar. I played sax, but don't really play it anymore. A little bit of piano. Played drums in high school, so it's about like 5. But I like guitar is my main instrument. I don't like necessarily go and write songs on each, like very complex songs on each instrument. It's mostly just guitar.
Okay, cool. So, who are the top 3 artists that you're listening to right now?
Top 3, probably Toro y Moi,
Oh,
number 1.
It's my boy.
Yeah, he's probably another big influence on me for sure.
First time I ever heard him was on Grand Theft Auto. That's what I had
No
told you on
way.
Instagram. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's so many details. Yep.
Yeah. The Grand Theft Auto was
Grand Theft Auto is like a huge platform for artists because you would believe it or not, it's a lot of artists that I've never heard of that I heard of because of me playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of really good underground music on there.
Yep. So if Rockstar ever approach you, but yo, you want to put this? Yes.
Dude, that would be sick. I
Hell
would love
yeah.
to be in GTA.
So last question, even though I know the answer to this because you answered it without knowing, Michael Jackson or Prince?
Oh shit. Oh man. Okay. All right. Damn. You put me in a corner here. I don't know if I can answer that, man. That is a crazy question. That's like, just I guess because he plays guitar, Prince is the man for me. I'd say that I prefer his music. Also, he owned his masters, and that was a really cool thing. I think Michael was trying to do the same thing, but Prince is super cool. Purple Rain will always be one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the interview. That's wrapping it up right there. I appreciate it.
Cool. Yeah.
So I will see you in like 2 weeks actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
On the 9th.
Yep, and I will be there.
Sounds good, man.
I man, appreciate it.
Cool. Have a great night.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you all for listening, and be sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Apple Music, and Spotify at DJ Catsanova for new music, a playlist every Friday, and live shows happening in the Bay Area. Stay cool, kiddies.